Hey, my name's Jack Booth. This is my second Sony Vegas tutorial. I've recorded this the day after I made it, because when I made it, it was at night time. No one in bed, so I couldn't actually talk. So now it's morning. You noticed on my first tutorial I didn't talk, but I've decided to this time to be a lot better. So there we go. We'll start off. Seeing that's a normal TV aspect ratio, I think it's called. I prefer to work in widescreen. So if you copy these settings that I'm using, you can just keep pausing it and copy these settings. And then you should leave this as good. When I made it I didn't realise, but you should have left that as best. Okay, don't make it good. And then start all new projects with these settings. So every project you make, it'll be widescreen. Don't worry, if you shoot in ordinary aspect, anyway, it not matter. Right click, insert video track, and then right click again, insert text media. And then here, just write in whatever you want. This isn't exactly tutorial, it's more tips and things. So I'm going to show you like cool ways of making text. First of all, I quite like my techniques more than all the other ones. A lot of people just use light rays and things. I think this technique looks a lot better. So now you can just find a decent font that you like, depending on what your film or video is. The one that I'm going to be, I don't know, sampling parkour, so I'm going to use this font. This is a pretty cool font. Can make it look pretty cool. But it'd also be pretty cool for a horror movie if you was making your own amateur horror movie. Play about with these types as well. I would quite like compress vertically, but you can just play about with it. The amount is how much that type does something. So that's compressing it vertically, and that's like, if it's on the left end then it's not much, on the right it's a lot. Around your 500 marks, your best bet. There you go. That's pretty cool. And for your text, I quite like doing this. This is my technique. I ain't just figured it out lately, so I've only just started using it. I haven't seen many other people using this technique, so I think I've actually invented it, to be honest. I don't know, but yeah, this technique that I'm going to show you, it's better than using light rays. I think it looks a lot cooler. So that's what I've come up with up to yet. Just use any colour, whatever colour you like. I'm using green because my next video movement is going to be like a bit of a matrixy feel, so. And then go and click on crop. What I'm going to do is make it slowly come towards the screen. The text is going to slowly come closer and closer. So here you go, I've made that box bigger. And then put a keyframe right at the end of the text. Yeah, see how it's smaller at the start, then at the end of the text. I'm going to make it a lot closer. So doing this keyframing is going to make the text slowly ease in throughout its duration. There we go, see how it's bigger when it's closer in, smaller there. Yeah, look, preview it slowly coming in, slowly coming towards us. Right then, click on video with an FX and lens flare. This is my alternative for light rays. I prefer this. Sunburst effect, drag that onto your text. Okay, I'm going to use keyframing again. So the first keyframe, click on the first keyframe and move that little circle to there where I've put it. Okay, you can make it move wherever you want, to be honest, put it wherever you want, but if you copy these settings, if this is the first time you're doing it, it should come out a lot better. And then drag it over there for the last keyframe. Okay, then I've moved that first keyframe in a bit, I've moved it to the middle, so it's a bit of a delayed reaction. I'll show you what I mean. Well, it's just a lot better than light rays, I think. Look, then this comes across. See that? So yeah. I think I'm just going to make my text a little bit bigger. Move to start. Right click, video then FX. What I'm going to do here is start. I'm going to, in a way, kind of make my own transition here. So I've dragged that there for the start, for the first keyframe. put the intensity really high. So yeah, that's really high. You can see just out the corner. And then I was going to cross your button. So then put the keyframe about there, you can see on the timeline, and then put the intensity really well to the bottom. There we go. And then add new cross. So then click on that little icon that I clicked in. Then I'll zoom in here. Now click on light rays. You can just double click instead of doing that. So you can just double click. So then there you go. On my first keyframe I'm going to do what I did with the lens flare. So strength, full. I was going to put a tint of colour on it, but it didn't look good. So sensitivity full. Then put another keyframe where the lens flare second one is. Put the strength really low. Don't put it on bottom because I'm going to do something with it. So there you go. Copy that setting. It's on 60. Just put the 60 there. There we go. Then at the end I'm going to make it flare out again. So you just copy what I'm doing and it should work out. So the last keyframe is on full. If you do just copy exactly what I'm doing, then it will end up like mine. Well, pretty obviously, but yeah, don't get carried away. Okay, good to see that. On my previous pretty crap, you didn't get to see all that, but you know. Right, click on transitions. I was going to click do fade through white, and then you'll soon realise not. Yeah, go on Venetian blinds or something like that. Sloped blinds. Drag that onto the start of your clip. Cross it off. Okay, I'm going to make that transition a little bit smaller. You don't have to, but yeah, I think it's going to look a bit better. Then I'm going to do exactly the same with that. Just realise my timeline thing. If I move that there, and then I can drag something towards it a lot easier. It'll clip into place onto that. So you can use that if you're cutting clips, loads of things. So start. I'll play it for you. Oops. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better, I think. Right then. Yeah, go and get a clip. Show you some like video editing there. I quite like this clip of Tic Tac from one of my previous videos, Weekend of Training, I think it is. So I'm going to use this. I've dragged that on. You can like cut your clips and things. Just to cut your clip, you just grab the edges and drag it across. Just trims it. Don't use this trimmer because to be fair, it's quite crap. So I've deleted the soundtrack. If you're actually making a film, you got speech, I wouldn't do that because they're not be speaking. Right, color corrector. The Matrix and most films and things do use the color corrector just to make it. You ever notice on films, the color always looks a bit better. So these are my settings. This is a preset that I've made, but you just fiddle about with all these little white circles inside those big coloured circles. You just fiddle about with all those to get like the colours that you like. And notice how it's not widescreen. The video clip that I've shot isn't widescreen. So right click, match output ratio, and there we go, made it widescreen.